Hey guys. Okay, so this is my first Amazon video. I've been doing my series vlogs and that has been fun, but I won't be back to that until next month. I'm busy with school and work. I started Amazon about, uh, it was Thanksgiving week, so this is actually my third week and I'm getting adjusted. I wanted to talk about orientation, first impressions, and just initial likes and dislikes today, and also just share a little bit about the facility that I'm working at because Amazon has different facilities. A little bit first about my position. I'm a blue badge, so 40 hours. I have full benefits, and the benefits are I'm so grateful. The other thing I wanted to make sure I said is that I'm in Amazon, California. And as you guys know, like California, especially where I live in in the San Francisco Bay Area, Silicon Valley area, it's the most expensive place to live in the country. Um, the base pay for me, ooh, don't get me to lying. Let me check. So they give us, you have an app that you can use. Um, I'm just double checking right quick, you guys. I think it's 18. Ooh, I have it in my phone though. Hold on, sorry. Uh, the base pay, yeah, 18.25. I was gonna say 18.50. For me, it's 18.25. But like I said, I'm in California. When I was first starting this process, I did look at some other videos, and most people said 15. But this is California. So 18.25 is the base pay here. And we are in peak season, so holiday season. This is Q4, quarter four, fourth quarter. So there's also what's called what is it? MET, mandatory extra time happening right now. So I'm currently working 6 days a week, and I think like 2 or 3 hours more on top of that than my normal shift. My normal shift is 3:20 to a.m. to 11:50. It's a weird night shift. So that if you're not a night shift person, that's something to adjust to. I haven't worked outside of the home in about 5 years. I'm an online teacher, an English teacher by trade, and I have been working online for 5 years now. I'm still doing that part time because I love it, but it just wasn't cutting the mustard. I lived in a more affordable area, a more affordable country. I was overseas. So there it was still um, a little challenging, but I could do it. But here in California, I can't. I had to make some changes. So I'm very grateful for the position. Um, a little bit more about my facility, and then I'll tell you my initial impressions. So with Amazon, I think there are three. They call them 3 miles basically. So it's like the first, second, and third stop along the logistics or distribution line, if you will. And my facility is the last mile. So what we do at our facility is we literally take everything sorted out and it goes on the trucks and the trucks go out and deliver. So we're like the last place where packages for that area will come before they literally go on the trucks and the delivery drivers take them out on their routes for the day. Okay, so we are the last mile, and we have packages up to 50 pounds. So for me, that's manageable. So, but you do have to think about that too. Like, you are going to be lifting, and you should use proper lifting etiquette to protect your body, protect your back, and all that. But they tell you on your day one, like this is which facility this is, and um, what to expect in terms of the heaviness. Now, for orientation, or everything happened online. Everything. Um, for orientation, first I went online to the website, and then I looked at different facilities and openings. Wait, what did I do? I applied, I should say, to different jobs, but I had to take a test. There's a test that you have to take. And if you pass the test, then basically you're hired. But you have to pass that test. And the test is straightforward, but I would say I know like I for everyone, like maybe they don't think the same or whatever. It's very much about organization, structure, and following directions and sorting. You got to be able to sort, and they show you exactly what to do, but some of our minds are not geared or programmed that way. So you have to think like, are you good at solving puzzles, and are you good at following directions and like putting things in the right place? Because that's essentially what I had to do on the test. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, maybe practice or do some like Sudoku or something to get your mind oriented first and then do it. You know what I mean? But just know that that's the type of test it is. I think it's straightforward, but not everyone passes the test. So, I don't take for granted that not everyone thinks the same, but you have to be able to follow directions. And it's very similar to what I do most of the time on my shift. They have different roles and they will move you around the facility, but um, I primarily do stowing, which is basically the packages come down the conveyor belt and they're given to me, and I put them inside the corresponding bag, and that bag is then given to the delivery truck driver. And you have to be fast and you have to be able to follow directions and make sure that things go in the right place, because if they don't, then people's packages can get lost. Okay. I'm going to include a clip of something that you can see like what the sewing area looks like and like the bags that I'm talking about that things go in. Um, what else can I tell you? Oh, the pay is weekly. Oh my God. Like, I didn't know that it was weekly. When I found out, I was so grateful because, like, if you have real bills to pay, if you're a grown person, like I have my own situation going on, adulting, then, like, it's going to be important for you to, like, be quick about the cash flow, right? You want to be able to stay on top of things and get on top of things as quickly as possible. So that weekly pay was such a blessing, and it came right on time. Um, Everything overall, my benefits, everything kicked in really quickly. I started, like I said, the week of Thanksgiving, and it's 3 weeks out, and I've already done all my benefits, enrollment, and everything. Like all that stuff is done, and now I'm just getting more familiar with the different roles and working on my personal schedule. I have school outside of this too, and I have other jobs and like gigs and stuff that I do outside of this. So just managing and figuring things out and all that stuff. But overall, it's good. Um, first impressions. First impressions. Number one, I think that Amazon really does care about the associates. I feel that way. I can't say that I've ever worked out for a company that actually cared. Even with my online teaching, and I love my teaching, and I'm grateful for the platforms that I contract with, but I don't think that they really care. I've never felt that from them. But I think Amazon really does care. And as long as you do what you're supposed to do and you follow the rules, then you'll be good. One critique would be, especially for the first 2 weeks. This week has been a little different. But they were like super. Okay, I would say super micromanaging. And I think for me, coming from working from home and being in a self-directed environment, that was a little intense. I know like they want to support, the managers want to support and teach and help, but I felt like there was a lot of teaching and talking, but not a lot of listening. And also sometimes some of the things that were said to me, like for example, and this is not to call anybody out, but one of the managers asked me, do I know about 6 feet? I'm on planet Earth right now. Like everybody knows about 6 feet. And when you're being stopped in the middle of your work, or you're going to your shift to do your duties and you're being asked questions that are like that, it's not the best use of anyone's time. And also, like I said, I had some experiences where they just weren't, they would, like, I had a manager literally talk over me and not listen to what I said. So, like, the commentary and exchange didn't make sense, but they weren't listening. So there's a little bit of that where you have to really know how to advocate for yourself and kind of navigate that and be respectful, but still, like, if something doesn't make sense, don't just let it fly, like, still speak up. But you have to learn how to navigate that. So that's something that I experienced, and I'm just like, okay, I'm working with it. No place is perfect. So that's my critique. Um, the other thing I would say is to be wary of is you're being timed. There are metrics involved, so be strategic about bathroom breaks and breaks. Like when you're not actually on your duty, log out of the device, and the device is essentially like an Android phone, not this. I have an Android, but a phone. You're supposed to log out of it so that your metrics don't go down because they really rely heavily on that. And, I think metrics are beneficial, but they're not exactly accurate because they don't take into account like human nature. Like I said, if you have to use the bathroom and you forget to turn it off, for example, right? That's not going to be counted. They're just going to look at the numbers and be like, oh, your number is this. It's like, no, but wait, like, what about that 10 minutes when I have to go over here and do this? It doesn't take that into account because it's a computer. So those are a few things. I guess next week I'm holding myself accountable. I'll talk to you guys more about Amazon, working at Amazon and like their COVID policy, and what they're doing to manage that, and like the COVID situation in my particular facility. Don't be scared, but we'll talk about it. If you have Amazon specific questions, I'm going to be doing Amazon videos for the next couple of weeks. This is going to be my area of focus, and then I'll sprinkle them in here or there before I go back to my next series, which I already know and I'm vlogging about. I'm excited. But anyways, that's that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Kim, aka Glam Powered, and I'll see you guys in the next Amazon video. Bye. Hi, Tony. I'm just sending you love and keeping you in my prayers. Know that you are making your mother happy by living your best life. Bye.